the Rainbow and Cloud Garland. So this project is all about color mixing. So you were given 3 colors and white. So you were given blue, red, yellow, which are the primary colors, and white. White is obviously for the clouds. The other colors are for our rainbow. But before we start anything, we are going to mix some colors. So we are going to make a rainbow. So we need red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and violet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the colors that I don't have right now. So I'm going to take a little bit of yellow. I'm going to make 2 piles of yellow, 2 little piles. And then I'm going to turn one of these piles into orange. So I'm going to add a little bit of red until I get orange. Got orange. Now I need to wash my brush. For the other pile, we're going to turn that into green. So I'm going to take a little bit of blue and mix it into there. You only need a little bit of the darker color. A little bit goes a long way. All right, so I only am missing one color, which is violet or purple. So make sure wash out your brush and dry it on a paper towel. That's really important. And then I'm going to take a little bit of red. I'm going to wash my brush. With purple, I always like to add a little bit of white. So I'm going to take a little white and then add a little bit of blue and mix it up. And look, I got a little like light purple right there. Beautiful. All right, so I have all my colors in my rainbow. I'm gonna wash my brush one last time and we'll start painting our rainbow. So I'm gonna move my cloud aside and I'll paint my rainbow. So to paint my rainbow, we should really do the front side and the back side. I'm gonna only show you how to do it once, and then on all your other rainbows, you could just paint away. Now you don't have to use the primary colors. If you wanna use different colors on your rainbow, go for it. If you wanna add white to each of these and make it like a pastel rainbow, you could do that too. So I'm gonna dip my brush in some red first. Red is gonna be my first color. And I'm just going to make a line of red going all the way around my rainbow. I'm gonna wash my brush, dry it. I'm gonna take some orange and make sure when you're drawing your line, only use the corner of the brush. I'm gonna make some orange next. And if they blend into each other a bit, that's okay. So got some red, got some orange. Next, I'm gonna go for yellow. Once again, corner of your brush. And put some yellow. The rainbow's looking great so far. Wash your brush again, dry it. Next is green. Make sure you're leaving room for all the colors though. Blue. And lastly, but not least, we're going to work with some purple. And put the purple on there. All right, so once you have your rainbow done, you're just gonna let that dry. Once that's dry, you could flip it over and you could do the other side, or you don't have to, but that looks pretty good to me. I'm gonna put that aside. I'm gonna wash my brush out really good. And we are going to move on to our cloud. Now our cloud, I just like to paint white. And you'll probably need 2 coats of white. So I'm going to put 1 coat, let it dry for a minute, and then put another coat on. Once I have my second coat on, while that second coat is still drying, I like to take a little blue paint on my white brush, and I like to just put a little blue around the edges. It doesn't have to look pretty right now. Put a little blue around the edges, all the edges. Then wash your brush. Dry your brush on your paper towel. And then all you're gonna do is you're gonna take that clean brush that has nothing on it, and you're just gonna blend that blue into your cloud. So then your cloud just has a little light blue on the edges, just to give it something a little interesting. So there I have my cloud. Dun-dun-dun. So cloud, rainbows, and now I'm gonna finish all my clouds and rainbows. And my clouds, I'm gonna let those all dry, and when they all dry, we're gonna put it together on the string, and we're gonna create like a little garland. So all my pieces are dry, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna string together the rainbows and the clouds to make a little garland. A garland is just something you could hang from a window or a fireplace or a door or anything. So you're given some string. What I like to do, since there's more rainbows than clouds, I'm going to start with a rainbow, and I just take one end of the string and I'm going to put the rainbow through until I get to the middle of my string. My string's really long, until I get to the middle of my string. Once I'm at the middle of my string, I am just going to give it a little knot. At this point, you'll probably need your parents' help, or just give a little knot. Beautiful. Once it's knotted, that just means it'll stay in place. Next, I'm going to take just one end of the string, and I'm going to put a cloud on it. Next, I am just going to take one end of the string, and I'm going to string a cloud on. So for the clouds, I go through the front and then through the back of the other one. And then this just strings, and you go put them right next to each other, or you could, like, I like to leave a couple inches between my heart and my clouds. And my clouds, I am not going to tie. I'm just going to let those be, because my next one I'm going to put on a rainbow, and the rainbow I am going to tie. So I'm going to string my rainbow, put my rainbow through, and then I'm going to tie that rainbow on. So then the cloud just goes in between the rainbow. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to find the end. I'm going to put it through the front. There's paint stuck in it. Make sure you poke out the holes and if you need to. Through the front of one end. I'm going to do the same thing, put it through the front, and then through the back. You know, I didn't paint my backs, but you could paint your backs. And then we have our next cloud. So we have our clouds, our hearts, and then I'm just going to end with a rainbow and a knot. the rainbow and knot. I'm just going to end with a rainbow and a knot. Put my rainbow on and then I'll knot it. So there I have my hearts and my hearts. I have my rainbows and my clouds, and they make like a little nice garland that you could hang from anywhere that you'd like. Alright, so I hope you guys had a good time making this garland, a little decoration for your room or your house, and have a good spring.